脱ぎ始めたから動揺しただけだ。俺が3次元の女子になど。
いいですよ。
Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Randy and welcome back to my channel. I have a brand new unboxing for us today. I'm always excited regardless of what it is, but this is a whole new series to me, first character from this series, and it's a series that I've really started to love, and that is 2.5 Dimensional Seduction, which is streaming on High Dive. It is such a cool show, and we'll get into that in a second, but I have the first scale figure released for that show. This is Ririsa, one of the main protagonists, one of the main characters, and this is her cosplay of Liliel, which is a very prominent anime and manga character from the show itself. So this is from MegaHouse. Almost forgot who made this. So this is a MegaHouse figure. And I do have a decent amount, a few of their figures. I know MegaHouse is always super great quality stuff. This is from their Lucretia line. Lucrea line. Anyway, let's check out the box real quick. This is a all cardboard box. There are no viewing windows. The front and then the various sides are just different images of the figure. And that's pretty much it. Lots of whites, lots of pinks. It is definitely an attractive, kind of nice pastel box that very obviously suits the color palette of the character. So let's go ahead, crack this one open, see what we got. As with all MegaHouse figures that I've gotten anyway, she had an exterior cardboard box, and then this box was within it. I do really like how thin and compact and small this box is. Her shipping is pretty darn affordable, but I don't know what it is because I actually got a few other figures in with the same shipment. I got this one from Ami, and I believe I got her for $140 US. So I just finished unboxing and putting together the official figure by Alter. In comparison, this is going to be so much quicker to get through. It's just her and her base. No extra parts, no effect pieces to worry about, so it should be a straightforward build. Now, I actually don't know what her base looks like. So this is going to be even new for me. It's pretty heavy though, I will say, for just a round disc. At least I think it's just a round disc. It's pretty heavy. Ooh, it's an acrylic disc. Nice. Okay. That makes sense why it's a little bit heavier. I don't have too many figures with acrylic bases, but this is quite meaty, nice substantial acrylic base. Just one foot peg, and that's all we have. So that'll be nice and simple. Let's check out Liliel real quick, or Ririsa cosplaying as Liliel. Really awesome. All right, let's get her on the base. One peg. Easy peasy. Already done. Official took like 15 minutes. This one, 2 minutes. All right, before we go over the figure in detail in the review portion, let's go ahead and get to the figure showcase. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Alright, welcome back from the showcase. Hope you enjoyed. Let's dig into the review for this figure. All in all, stellar job again, MegaHouse. I don't think they have too many misses. Fantastic. Start kind of from the bottom up, do a little new format here, and start kind of focusing on areas as we go up. So to start off, her pink heels, really well done. Such a vibrant pink. Like, I don't know if the camera will be able to pick up just how vibrant the pink is for the shoes, but it is crazy, crazy vibrant. Shading, glossy, the whole 9 yards. Really, really good job on the shoes. I like them a lot. I don't think there's a way that you could make these better. The stockings are really, really well shaded, and the sculpt work of the legs is phenomenal. Both of the legs themselves and the tights or stockings, whatever these are, they have creases right at the ankles where there's bending, creases behind the knee. Awesome, awesome job. Lots of shading. There's even some like crease work around where the clips clip to the top. So there's clearly some pull to them. Awesome. The thigh work is so good. Like the thigh squish. If this was made out of soft plastic, it almost looks like it could be. Like you could just squish the thighs. Crazy, crazy good job there. The skirt has kind of a mix of matte and glossy paints. The pink is all kind of glossy. The white portions are not quite matte, not quite glossy, maybe like semi-gloss, if that makes sense. There's definitely a bit of a sheen to it, almost pearlescent, kind of the same with the stockings. There's just a almost subtle pearlescent look to them, but I don't know if that's just really good shading and different types of paints to create that look, or if there really is a pearlescent kind of coating on it. I don't think it's actually pearlescent. I just think it's shaded very well to give it that kind of look. Everything is within the lines. Again, the sculpt work is really, really good. Tons of creasing throughout the skirt. Moving up to the midsection area, a lot of detail. Just like sculpted abs lines. You can almost see like kind of where the rib cage would be. There's a V taper that goes like, you can very much see the hip bones. So much detail. There's a lot of shading in the skin too. Lots of pink hues throughout to shade the skin. Very, very well defined. Crazy. They really went above and beyond on that. The jacket, not jacket, the crop top long sleeve portion of this is very similar to the skirt in terms of how it was done. So the same type of paints, the same shading work. There's a lot of sculpting of creases. Very, very, very good job there as well. Considering her hand is pretty small, very thin, delicate hands and fingers, they're actually all individually sculpted, which is awesome. Like the middle two fingers kind of seem like they're more one piece, but there is definitely sculpt work to define each finger, even if they are technically connected. The others do actually have gaps between, which I'm actually pretty impressed about. And there are pretty obvious fingernails. They're not painted fingernails, but they're shiny on the tips. And the same goes for the hand on her backside as well. That's kind of holding the skirt down. Some of the fingers are kind of sculpted together, but there is still very clear line definition between them, which is always good. The wings kind of look like exactly what you'd expect a cosplay wing to look like. Like the wings are a little more plasticky looking, definitely more plasticky feeling. There's a little bit of shininess to them, but they do give off like a cosplayer's plastic wings that they made themselves. Like it's actually kind of cool that they're a little less detailed. Like there's no shading on the wings. They're all just kind of that one shiny white color. But I don't know. It gives that cosplay feel to it. So I actually don't mind that. And then up to the hair. The hair sculpting is so good. There's so many individual strands. There's hair flowing between the wings. Such a good job. The color is kind of strange to me, like very orangey yellow, but there is definitely shading in the hair, different gradients. But the sculpt work is really the shining star here. There's so many lines, there's so many parts to the hair, so many pieces. Fantastic, fantastic work on the hair sculpting. And then the hair accessories, you have the wing accessories in the hair as well. And they are different than the wings. They're more of just like a plain flat white, but there's still like detail to them, like the edges are raised. So yeah, just even for these small parts, really, really well done. And the face is just adorable. Her eyes, the eye decals are crazy on this. They're like mostly blue, but there's like these pink kind of highlights in the eyes on the outside. Oh man, really, really, really adorable job on the face. I think they did a fantastic job there. It has the fan service that you'd kind of expect from a figure from that show. It does have just enough fan service if you're looking for it in this figure, such as the skirt being as short as it is, and then the crop top. They did a lot of work underneath the crop top as well. Like a lot of sculpting underneath there. You can't see anything. It's not like a rated R 18 plus figure or anything like that, but they did do a lot of detail and sculpt work underneath the top as well.
Nice.
But I don't think this is a forced cast off where you could kind of like try and pry stuff off and have everything be sculpted under there. I don't think they went that far. I'm not going to be the one to find out. I don't want to break it, but it's not a cast off figure. And I don't think you can do a forced cast off either. Overall, this is another great MegaHouse figure. I'm so happy to add this Liliel cosplay into the collection. All right, it is scoring time. Thought a little bit about this. It hasn't been easy to come up with a score because I feel like I give everything a high score, but it's because I generally only buy figures that I'm really hyped about or that I know are going to turn out really well, that from trusted manufacturers. So I'm not too often let down by what I buy, and this is really no exception to that rule. I'm going to go with a final score of 8.5 out of 10. I think it's very well deserved. I think the base could honestly be a little bit smaller because it's incredibly heavy and she's very stable. Both feet are on the base. She's sort of barely leaning, but yeah, the base is incredibly solid, very thick, very heavy. It could probably be a little bit smaller and she would be more than stable enough. And then although the hair sculpting is super good, very clean, the paint work is good, I don't know how much I like the color of the hair. I think that's my only gripe, and it's a minute gripe, but one nonetheless, is that the hair color is just so plasticky orange, if that makes sense. I don't know how to describe the color and how I perceive it, but it is the only part that's kind of funky for me, but not enough to ruin the figure. Hopefully that makes sense. I don't know. I might be crazy. But that is my feelings on it, but I still love this figure and I think it turned out great. All right, that'll do it for me. Please be sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this figure. If there are any 2.5 Dimensional Seduction figures coming out that you're looking forward to, there's quite a few on the horizon, some that don't have release dates, some where we just have prototypes. It's kind of all over the place. This is the first scale that we got, but there's plenty more. I'm sure of it. Like, I want scales of the whole squadron, the whole cosplay crew, but I don't know if we're going to get that or when we're going to get that. But I'm hopeful, I'm anxious, fingers crossed. If you like this kind of content and you enjoy what I'm making, please go ahead, like, subscribe, comment, share, do any of those YouTube-y things. Help me out with that algorithm. I'd greatly appreciate it. But hey, no worries, watching the video has been more than enough, so thank you. And I will catch you all in another video. Take care, everybody, and have a wonderful day, night, evening, whatever it may be. Take care.